On Christmas Day, the Warriors led pretty much wire to wire with a well-rounded team effort across the board. I want to focus on several examples where Golden State punished the Mavericks defense when they sent two at Steph Curry, whether on-ball or off-ball screens, leading to easy buckets at the rim or wide-open threes that gave Steph the assist or hockey assist. So let's get to it. With the threat of Steph Curry's off-the-dribble shooting ability, defenses are often picking their poison if the on-ball screener is generally a good decision maker. This is what makes Gary Payton II still quite useful when running pick and rolls with Steph. GP2 sprints to set a screen with his defender PJ Washington already slightly out of the play. If you're not locked in on these actions, you're simply asking to overcompensate. With Christie fighting over the screen and Washington late to show up higher, Steph is able to play with the entire middle of the court. Payton is also fantastic at rolling towards the inside of his body and getting a quick advantage. Here he allows himself to be in perfect position to receive the one-handed bounce pass that Curry slides through after the Mavs put 2 on the ball. Now there is a 4-on-3 advantage on the backside, and with Cooper Flagg rotating over as the weak side low man, Anthony Davis is technically responsible for the 2 weak side Warriors. I'm sure AD was more worried about the potential dribble handoff with Dre on the perimeter, but now he has more room to cover. Payton is a great decision maker in these situations and curls a pass around Flagg's back, and AD's presence still forces Moses Moody to go for the reverse layup. In 2014, when Steve Kerr became the Warriors head coach, his goal was to unlock the power of Steph Curry as an off-ball threat versus more traditional on-ball pick and rolls that Mark Jackson was running. GP2 here sets an off-ball screen for Steph to curl with Christie chasing from behind. And because of his shooting threat, PJ Washington has to come higher and show. As the short roll in Payton becomes an open option, Flagg has to come over as the low man to tag him. Steph then fakes the short roll pass, but instead passes it to the right corner where Flagg's original man and Moses Moody is wide open. Easy catch and shoot to counter the trap on the perimeter. Let's run another off-ball action to get Steph open on the perimeter, but starting from the key. The ball gets rotated to Moody, and now Curry has 2 consecutive screens to choose from. When Pods first sets the potential baseline cross screen, both Mavs defenders are playing the baseline, so Steph decides to pop out to the perimeter instead, where Jackson Davis is setting the next down screen. With Christie chasing again from behind, Anthony Davis sees Curry curling into space and jumps out once more the trap and close out on the perimeter. Now the short roll in Jackson Davis is open again, where the Warriors have another 3-on-2 advantage on the backside. With Brandon Williams rotating as the weak side low man, I'm glad TJG did not pass this out to the perimeter and instead uses his athleticism to finish over smaller defenders with strength. Steve Kerr loves to put GP2 as a small ball 4 as another on-ball screener and decision maker to open up the offense, but this decision was fine against a Mavs team that lost AD in the first half. Payton sets an on-ball screen to get the rookie Cooper Flagg higher up on the action, and even though he is moving a bit here, GP2 does an amazing job, like I said, rolling using his inside foot and opening up his body to get in front of his defender. Even though Flagg switches here, I'm sure Christie was unsure whether he should have recovered or double Steph, and loses track of his roll man for a half second. GP2 slides behind the defense, and Curry throws a one-handed bounce lead pass for Payton to finish right at the rim with 0 resistance. Before we break down the next play, I gotta put y'all into something that's been a serious upgrade in my routine. Today's sponsor, Gainful. I've actually been using Gainful's protein powder for almost a decade, way before they were a sponsor. Whether I'm hooping, recovering, or trying to stay lean, this stuff has always kept me on track. Their protein powder comes unflavored, and you get a full variety pack of flavor sticks, so you can switch it up every single day. No more choking down the same shake over and over. What makes Gainful special is that they're the only brand doing this. Clean, personalized protein with endless flavor options. Every formula uses clinically proven ingredients in real, effective doses. No fillers, no artificial anything. It also makes it easier to stay consistent and actually stick to your goals since you're not getting bored of the flavor. You get real ingredients with real impact, backed by science and built around your body and goals. And with Gainful, you're not just buying protein, you're getting a full system that supports muscle growth, recovery, and daily performance. Go to Gainful.com/warriors to get 30% off your first order. That's Gainful.com/warriors. Links in the description. Now let's get back to the breakdowns. Steph Curry has seen all kinds of defenses in his entire career. The on-ball double team might be the one coverage he is best at in terms of reading the defense. Payton's about to set another drag screen, and look at this intelligent counter by the Warriors. Knowing that the Mavericks are immediately trapping this, Payton instead ghosts the pick at the last second, forcing Dallas to unintentionally put 2 on the ball. Curry then wraps a pass around back to GP2 for another 3-on-2 advantage. Thank God Draymond does not settle on the 3-point line and cuts to the rim. Easy last pass for the open layup, and it's another hockey assist for Steph Curry. Al Horford also came back from injury and put up some productive minutes. On a Steph Horford pick and roll, the Mavs become a little too aggressive by trapping higher at the level of the screen this time. The Warriors have a triangle offense counter where Curry swings the first pass on the wing where they try to look at the roll man here in Horford. You see Draymond making this play a lot, but we should not be surprised here when our old friend Klay Thompson smelled this play out and helps in the paint. Still, Golden State temporarily has a 4-on-3 advantage where Dallas is still recovering from the Steph Curry trap, so Paz just passes it to the open man in Melton. Williams peel switches to the perimeter, but both Klay and Christie get confused as to who is rotating to the corner. Melton attacks to close out and gets a straight line drive, and the original man in Horford is just sitting wide open in the paint. Great dump off pass, and the Warriors take advantage again to get a layup. This was a classic example of Draymond directing traffic and actually not turning the ball over. Steph commands so much attention he draws 3 defenders here, so he does not force the issue and kicks it back out. Swing pass to Draymond, and look at him telling Payne to immediately set the down screen for Curry. The Mavericks again miscommunicate, and I'll attribute part of this to Cooper Flagg not yet adjusting to how to best defend Steph. Marshall chooses to switch out to the open Curry, but Flagg also tries to chase from behind. Payne again is perfect at rolling towards the inside of his body and cuts to the rim. Green finds him for the wide open dunk. GP2 is absolutely brilliant at playing with Curry on these off-ball actions. This is an elite skill and something others on the team should learn how to develop. Maybe they'll get even more playing time. Draymond's got the ball in the short corner and Steph comes to set a back screen for Jimmy. Dallas successfully switches this and blows his first action up, then Curry runs off the secondary action, which is an off-ball Payton screen. Again, I just don't think Cooper Flagg is yet used to this type of fast action yet, and that's okay because he is a rookie. Payton can predict that the Flagg is so focused on Steph, he slips a pick early and cuts right to the rim. Now Dallas accidentally has 2 on the ball, and this pass gets another 3-on-2 advantage on the weak side. Christie comes over to rotate as the weak side low man, and GP2 plays hot potato and passes it right away to Butler, who gets another easy reverse layup. There you guys have it. The Warriors are on another 3-game winning streak after defeating the injured Dallas Mavericks on Christmas Day. Even with Steph Curry struggling again on this unique day, what still makes him lethal is his shooting gravity, which continues to create opportunities for his teammates on both on-ball and off-ball actions. The Mavs either allowed the Warriors to attack 4-on-3 advantages on the short roll or miscommunicate when setting 2 at Steph off the ball, leading to wide open looks at the rim or from 3-point line. Shout out to GB2 and others for playing a crucial role in capitalizing on high quality looks throughout the game. With a relatively easier stretch of schedule coming up, hopefully they can continue building on this momentum. So if you guys like this breakdown, like and subscribe to see more.